Hey guys, welcome to Natural Aesthetics. This is the second part of my upper lower body training split, featuring the latter two sessions of the week. Starting off with lower, and as always, first exercise is squats, working up to a heavy set of 3 as opposed to 5 this time. The weight is 170. I then drop down to 8 rep set at 125, I think. For a very easy set of 8. I've been having trouble with my left knee up to this session. I had to foam roll it and stretch it a lot in the day prior to this, but it was okay during the session. It's since sort of tightened up a little bit, so I'm going to have to keep my eye on that and keep foam rolling it. It does appear to get better as soon as I loosen it up. It's some sort of tightness in my IT band, I think, around my thigh area. It's just putting the time in to make sure that you're loose enough to continue training. It's pretty much the same as my first lower body session of the week, but I don't deadlift, and I do more work on hamstring curls and calves. I do 6 sets of 20 on calves, pretty intense. Again, on most exercises here, starting light, and over the next few weeks I'll be putting the weight up. Also do some high intensity intervals at the end of this session. I use the Watt bike, which is basically a spin bike with a LCD screen on it to show you the power in wattage, RPM, time, distance, stuff like that, so it's really cool. And basically all I do is set up a series of 6-second intervals, so I pedal as hard and as fast as I can on a high gearing for 6 seconds, and I basically try to keep the wattage around about the same per each interval. I then pedal slowly in between each one. I started off, I just did like 4 of them, it took like 10 minutes, making sure I had good rest in between each interval so I could keep the power quite high. And I'll be sort of playing around with that in the next few weeks, trying to increase the amount of intervals that I do and perhaps the time that I do each interval for. Really good for fat loss and generally just increasing work capacity. There's a link in the description box which will take you to my blog, and I did a recent article on intervals and a thing called epoch and why that's good for you and for weight control. Okay, this is my upper body session, second session on upper body for the week, and again it's pretty much the same, but some slight alterations in the exercises and reps. I start off with bench, work up to a heavy set of 3 as opposed to 5, so it's around about 5% heavier on this day on my last set and the first day upper body. I then do some barbell row as opposed to pull-ups. I do 2 heavy sets and then 2 lighter sets for 8 reps. Pretty good form on these barbell rows. Again, it's an exercise that I will increase the weight each week over the next couple of months. I then move on to dumbbell incline and follow exactly the same protocol for barbell row. 2 heavy sets and then 2 lighter sets for slightly higher reps. So 5 reps, 2 sets, and then 8 reps for 2 sets. Again, that weight will be going up as the weight is relatively light to start off with. I then do 3 sets of 12 with dumbbell shoulder press. Haven't done this exercise in a long time. Just 30 kilos used here, but it got pretty tough towards the end of the last set. I managed 12, 12 and then 11. So that means that I'll stick on the same weight next session until I hit 3 sets of 12. I won't take the weight up. I also do some arms at the end of this session. Close grip bench press, which is the same as the first upper body session, but I do 8 sets of 3 as opposed to 5 sets of 5. I then do heavy preacher curls, 5 sets of 5, before doing some supersets, high volume, sort of relatively high reps, which I didn't record. So that's basically sessions 3 and 4 for the week, slightly different from sessions 1 and 2. I'll be following the same routine now for at least 2 to 3 months, upper lower, and I'll post my progress for next week, hopefully in a couple of days. Thanks for watching guys, stay strong and stay tuned for more.